Hello, we're back. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what happens on Dear Father Al, you send to me your daily problems about life, about love, relationships, whatever your issues may be. Please consider sending them to me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. And what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Today is Saturday, May 6th, episode number 34. So if this is the first time watching the show, again, what people will do is they will send to me their problems, whatever their problems may be. They will send them to me. They'll call and leave a message, email, text message, in person, in the washroom, whatever. People get the information to me, and again, what I'll do is I'll jot it all down and then reply back on the show with a common sense solution. If by chance, if you're experiencing something similar to what I'm talking about on the show, go ahead and add your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. Again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. Take my advice and live a better life. So we've got live on the chat line, we've got Nancy. Nancy says, hi, Father Al. Hi, Nancy. And we've got Paula. Hi, Paula. So we got Nancy and Paula live on the chat line. Again, if by chance you're experiencing something similar to what we're going to be talking about on the show today, or something in the past, again, go ahead and add your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. You can contact me, Father Al, 24 hours a day. The telephone number you can reach me is area code 623-764-8893. Again, 623-764-8893. You can also send an email to me. The email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. Again, contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. In the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less. And again, what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, that's Dear Father Al is our social media handle that applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the letter I received last week. All right, so the letter I received last week says, it says, Dear Father Al, how can I persuade a wealthy woman that I want to marry her for love and not for her money? Signed, Digging for Love, Not Gold. This is what they write. Signed, Digging for Love, Not Gold. So I will reply to Digging for Love, Not Gold. Let me grab my responses. So I will reply back to Digging for Love and Not Gold shortly. So if by chance you are wealthy and you've decided to marry someone who is not on your same level as far as assets, financial assets, how did you work it out? Did you do a prenup? Did you not do a prenup? What happened? Please share your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. whether it's you're the male with a lot of money and you married a female with limited income, or the reverse, or whatever. Add your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is what I have for Digging for Love, Not Gold. All right, so it says, Dear, digging for love, not gold. Regardless of your motives, tell her you plan to get married, and if she won't have you, you will look elsewhere. It's like, look, I want to get married. You're not down with it, then I'm out of here. You want try that route. There is an off chance this won't work. Imagine that. There's an off chance that this won't work. If it doesn't, you may find another rich woman who will be your wife. If this thought is comforting to the other woman, she's the right one. In the same vein of thought, if she is as wealthy as you claim, the subject of finance is bound to come up in your daily conversations, whether it's her investments or why she does or does not purchase various goods and services. If you've got some money, then some people just go over the top and really brag about it, but others, it's just a part of their daily life. Hey, I'm doing this, I'm spending this, buying that, moving money here and there. It's just a part of the daily thing. So you're going to hear talk about finances in her daily conversation. She may leave small clues in her knowledge of money management. She may just go right out there. Hey, I learned it from some family, I learned it from some friends, I learned it from some seminars, whatever. So she'll give you some clues, likely. Consider mentioning to her that you could learn a lot from her about gaining wealth, and that you admire and respect her approach. Especially if she's young, 20, 30s or so, and just got a whole boatload of money, and she worked really, really hard to get it. Hey, teach me, show me the way. So I'm quite sure that she would be very appreciative of you saying that to her, especially the whole thing about, hey, I respect you and I admire your go to get it. So after a set period of being together, express your interest in marriage. Then casually explaining that if she decides to move forward with the plan and request a prenuptial agreement, you would do so. Easy peasy. All right? If you do love her and not for her money, this should not be a problem. I mean, if you said you really love her, it's like, okay, so you've got $2 million, in assets. Whoop-de-doo. I still love you regardless. So if that is the case, then if she says, you know what, I want to do a prenup, okay, hey, I still love you, babe, then go for it. All right? Doing so may lower, by saying this, babe, I love you regardless. I know you got I'm sure you've got a nice lump sum of money, but I love you regardless. So doing so may lower her barrier, since you brought the issue to light. Especially if you hadn't discussed it for a while or at all, and it's in the back of her mind, like, why is he sticking around, or why is she sticking around? And if you just bring it out, put the elephant out there and say, you know what, based on what I see, it seems as if you're doing quite well, and I love you regardless. If you want to do a prenup, I would like to get married, I plan to get married. If you want to do a prenup, that's fine. Hey, if not, hey, that's fine too, either way, but I just thought I'd put it out there. It's like, oh, okay. So, again, doing so may lower her barrier since you brought the issue to light. If you secretly, imagine that, if you secretly want her money, that statement of prenup is, to say the least, a risky one. It's a passive-aggressive type of approach. Maybe or maybe not, it's a real passive-aggressive approach. Her barrier may lower, and for whatever reason, opt not to have a prenup, then you're pretty much set. It's like, look, I just put it out there. She says she loves me regardless. I love her regardless. Prenup, oh, honey, you know what? I trust you. And she doesn't do the prenup, all right? So then you're pretty much set in that regard. So, however, if she calls your bluff and says, all right, you love me regardless, I was really lying and I really have no money at all. Yeah, then we'll see what happens. So if she calls your bluff and says, okay, I'll do a prenup, then, son, you're on your own. Especially if you really, really wanted her for her money. Then yeah, you are definitely on your own if you go forward with that, and best wishes. So regardless, keep me updated. Let me know if you two decide to marry or not. Send me some updated information and I will share it with those who are watching. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, so far live on the chat line, I've got Nancy and Paula. If by chance, if you're watching and you've married someone of means, or you have means and you've decided to marry someone further down the financial totem pole, add your comments in the chat line, whether it's live here or after the show in the comment section. I'm looking forward to receiving your response. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to help you move forward in life. And as I say, take my advice and live a better life. All right. In the description, you're going to see a few links. The first link you're going to see in the description is the Friend of the Father Partner link. And when you click that link, what that will do is that will take you to a PayPal page. And on the PayPal page, you're going to see a set of drop-down options. The first set of drop-down options is the Friend of the Father Partner program. The Friend of the Father Partner program, that is a program that we created to help keep the program alive. And when you donate funds to the Friend of the Father Partner program, what we do is we take it and we add it towards the funds that are needed to purchase the upgraded version of the streaming software that we have with a company called vMix. vMix is not paying me to say that, but we use a software called vMix. And if you send funds to help us purchase that upgraded software, then we'll take your funds and we'll purchase the software once we get enough. And then the software, what that will do is that will add some more interactivity to the broadcast. So, like you see on the news channels, all the streaming banners, and interesting stuff like that. So that's the kind of stuff that we will see when we use the upgraded streaming software with vMix. All right. The link that you will also see is the Living Legacy program. Actually, the link which you'll see the first link that'll take you to the PayPal page. It'll take you to the PayPal page. You'll see that first set of drop-down options. The second set of drop-down options is the Living Legacy program. The Living Legacy program, that is a program that we created where we'll take donated mobile devices, laptops, notebooks, Samsung Galaxy Notes. We take those and we refurbish them and then bring them back to factory reset, and we donate them to senior citizens 65 years and older with no income requirements. So if you're a senior 65 and older, if you know a senior 65 years and older that needs a mobile device, we've got some stuff in the back. So contact me, call me, text me, email. Let me know, hey, Father Al, I've got a senior that's interested in having some sort of mobile device to stay connected, with the outside world, if you will. The reason why we chose the Samsung Galaxy Notes is the Samsung Galaxy Notes come with a built-in stylus. And oftentimes the seniors have frail hands and they can pull out the stylus and navigate on the Samsung Galaxy Note with the actual stylus. Keep in mind, if you decide to donate one of the real legacy Samsung Galaxy Notes, the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 models, those cannot be used as an actual phone, just as a little mini free Wi-Fi connected tablet. So they can take them to the grocery store, they can take them to the library, and connect to the Wi-Fi that way. Again, they can't be used as an actual phone. If they decide to donate, or if they decide to take one of the more current ones, the 9 and forward, those can be used as a phone as well as a mini tablet. So that's the difference between the two. Also, you're going to see a reference in the set of drop-down options, a reference to open and private. Open, that is where we'll tell any and everybody who donated, how much they donated. Private, that is where we'll keep who donated, we'll keep that information confidential. Also, if you decide to donate financially to the Living Legacy program, what we'll do is we'll take your funds and we will purchase external mice, external keyboards, stuff like that for the senior citizens. So that is the first link that you're going to see in the description of the show. The second link that you're going to see in the description is the Friend of the Father part, actually the Father Al wish list. Okay, the Father Al wish list, that is a link that when you click it, what it will do is it will take you to Amazon.com, and on the Amazon.com page for the friend or the Father Al wish list, you can see all kind of great accessories, cigar accessories, golf accessories, all kind of great stuff. So if I've helped you out even in some small way and you want to send some love to me, Father Al, for helping you out, whether it's a real big issue in your life or just some nagging problem, you want to send some love to me, hey, go ahead and click that link. Take you to Amazon. You'll see the list of stuff on the Father Al wish list. Click it, drop ship it to me, and once I get it, I will announce the receipt of the item on the show. If you've been around a while, you'll notice that people have been donating very fine cigars to me. So if by chance, if you want to donate a cigar to me, hey, go to your favorite cigar brick and mortar store or favorite cigar website, pick something out and have it dropped, shipped to me. And if you decide to do so, because you can't get it on Amazon, from my understanding, call me, text me, let me know you're going to send some stuff to me. That way, when the concierge contacts me and says, hey, Father Al, we've got a package downstairs for you, come and get it. Package, I don't recall ordering anything. At least I know what the actual package will be. So that's the beauty of contacting me, saying, hey, Father Al, I've shipped a cigar, 2, 3, 4, case, whatever, to you. So anyway, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. So we're going ahead and roll forward with the next one. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Nancy. Love you too. Smooches, smooches, smooches. All right, so the next one that I've got, it says, Dear Father Al, I am at loss on one problem. All right. How intimate a gift may I bestow on a woman to whom I am engaged? Signed, Gift Guy. All right, Gift Guy, I will reply back to you soon. So if by chance you're engaged and you want to send a gift to your partner, go ahead and add your comments in the chat line. How did you do? What did you purchase? What did you give to them? Whatever. Add your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. Take my advice, live a better life. I love each and every one of you. Again, today is Saturday, May 6th, episode number 34. All right, so this is what I have for Gift Guy. All right, dear Gift Guy, a man's gift to his future wife should reflect his tastes, his tact, and his tactics. If you believe in tradition, give her fancy gifts that may be seen from the outside, like scarves, gloves, and jewelry, stuff like that. Do not, I repeat, do not purchase sexy underwear and other such intimate apparel. If she has a sense of humor, you might also present her a fancily wrapped package with a note reading, "To be worn on our wedding night." First, ensuring, of course, that the package is pristinely empty. So on a wedding night, I don't want nothing on. So I'm hopeful you'll take my advice, Gift Guy, and move forward with that. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al is our social media handle that applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Again, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Our email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. In the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less, and what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. I love each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sticking with me so far. And Mother's Day is coming up, so if you haven't already, you're looking for something to give to your mother, then you've got some time. So make sure you get something for her that's really nice. And you know what? It may, depending on how you are, it may not have to be a tangible, a physical gift. Just you spending, that's how I did it. Take it or leave it. My presence, being with you, my time is my gift to you. And I take that pretty much across the board, birthdays, stuff like that. I'm giving you my time, whether it's a call or a text, an email, whatever. Most of the time it's like a text or a call or something like that. So on your birthday, especially if we are far away, my time's taking time out of my schedule to contact you, to let you know, hey, I was thinking about you. It's easy to just kind of say, oh, I'll just send a dozen roses. Yeah. But, my time is important, and giving my time, slicing out a bit of my time for you is my gift to you. Take it or leave it. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the very next one. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Paula, for sticking with me. All right, so this is what I have, the next one. All right, so this one says, Dear Father Al, last year I was married for 3 weeks to a college girl in Tennessee. Our breakup occurred because she refused to move to the town where I work. Now I want to marry a French girl I met in Montreal, but I am worried about telling her of my first marriage. Since it was such a short affair, should I forget that it ever happened? Signed, French Kisser. All right, French Kisser, I will reply back to you soon. So, add your comments in the chat line. If by chance, if you're married for a brief period of time, did an annulment, married for less than 30 days, real short marriage or so, hey, add your comments and you decide to get married shortly afterwards to somebody new. Add your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, or if you know somebody that has been down that route, add your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is what I have for French Kisser. All right, dear French Kisser, just why you're afraid to tell your new fiance about that marriage isn't clear. But I assume that it's because she might realize you're not ready for a second one. In my opinion, you're not. Just my take. Any guy who could get married without first discussing such obvious issues as residence should have stood in the stag line. Just stay a bachelor until you get all that sorted out. All right. Now you seem prepared to make a no questions answered leap again. I suggest you hold off until you tell the girl all the facts, including your first mistake. By the way, you are divorced, aren't you? So, add your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today is Saturday, May 6th, episode number 34. If by chance, if you celebrate Cinco de Mayo, I'm hopeful that you had a safe and happy Cinco de Mayo. All right, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the very last one. Again, our social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al is our social media handle that applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click the subscribe button. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope, friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to help you move forward in life. And as I say, take my advice and live a better life. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the very last one, shall we? Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Paula. Love you too, love you too, love you too. All right, so this is the very last one I've got. It says, Dear Father Al, my girlfriend claims she needs to be dominant to enjoy sex. So she ties me up a lot. I don't mind her being in control, but it also means I cannot touch her. This past week, she left me bound in the bedroom. When I called out, she came back and gagged me. I was angry and a little afraid. I spent an hour trying to get free. When she saw that I had tried to escape, she yelled at me, then devoured me. The sex was amazing, but I am worried. I bet. What if she decides to leave me for longer periods? When I tell her how I feel, she calls me a bitch and asks if the sex isn't good. Signed, all tied up. All right, so what should I do? Signed, all tied up. All right, so I will reply back to all tied up next week. So if by chance, if that is something that you enjoy, being tied up or tying someone up or being the dominant one in the, okay, add your comments in the chat line and I'll read those off, whether it's now in the next couple of seconds or in the actual chat line after the fact. So go ahead and do so. Again, you're here with me. We're going to wrap it up and tie it up. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to provide a common sense solution to you. Take my advice and live a better life. And until next week, go in peace.